Hey, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been for so long since I make a video, and it's already October, and I made this video in August, and I'm just now doing the voiceovers. Life has been so rough, but that's not the point. The point is that I finished another sketchbook, and yeah, I finished this at August, and I immediately started off a new sketchbook, which is going very slow at this point, but this whole video is just me decorating my new sketchbook, which I'm very proud of. I think it's really cute, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to talk about. It's been so long since I make videos that I don't know what to do with voiceovers. And this video so far, I have it all done in front of me. It is 25 minutes. I should probably cut it shorter, but yep, I'm dedicated now to talk the whole 25 minutes, and you're just gonna hear me talk. Anyway, I decided to go for a smaller sketchbook this time because I want to finish it faster. Because all of my sketchbook that I have usually take me a year or like a bit over a year to finish. And I wanted to be like those people who can finish like sketchbook in like half a year or maybe even shorter. And yeah, I was just like, maybe make it smaller can help, but at least so far it's not helping. It's actually very limiting, specifically since I got used to the size of the newer ones, so now I have to get used to the size of the bigger one already, so I now have to get used to this size, which is a lot smaller, and yeah, it's not very fun to have to get used to that again. I've been struggling to draw people in smaller sizes without the proportions being weird. And here I was putting up stickers. This part is also so annoying because I have so much stickers that I built up in my collection that fits this color so well, but I just don't have enough space. But yeah, I have the one on the bottom left. That's my own, with my pretty little creature thing that I drawn, and I'm very proud of. The middle two is from Static Wool, who is an amazing artist on YouTube, and I'm giving her a shout out, even though she doesn't need it because she's so cool, but still, because she's so cool, I'm gonna shout her out. And the one on the left with the knights, that is from Sketches of Shay. Yeah, and then I'm just decorating it with little words. This is my 8th sketchbook, which I feel like I should have a lot more. Like, I started 5 years ago with having sketchbooks. I only have 8, and I'm seeing people with so much sketchbooks. Anyway, I took a picture of it because I feel like the lighting that I'm filming it doesn't really work that well, so I took a picture so you can see better. And here is the inside of the sketchbook. This sketchbook is also from Art Creation, like Talon's Art Creation collection. Yeah. And I just decided that I want to do the same thing as last time, to just like write some little goals that I want to achieve. I think specifically the bigger one is that I really want to have like a really full, chunky sketchbook, because I've been seeing people having that, and I want that too. Like, I want to make it all chunky and stuff, which is really hard to do, I'm realizing, because I am kind of a person whose idea comes very loosely. So the thing that I often do is that I would draw and then leave and then come back and then draw, and because of that, like, the spacing of everything is very disconnected, like, it's not very good spacing, so I just have a lot of blank spots that I want to fill, that I really just don't know how to do, which I'm trying to figure it out. Here's me planning out to try to find out like what to do with the cover page, because I was very disappointed last year with, I think it's my second video of my last year when I first started posting. It was also like my last year when I first started Sketchbook. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm kind of disappointed about the cover of that one. So I was just really trying to plan it out. Wow. You can see them outside of frame scrolling through Pinterest and being like, okay, what's the best thing to do? But yeah, I end up choosing to draw my character that I come up with on my last sketchbook, which is also a character that I have in my road building. I would say it's a project, but I've been doing it so loosely that I feel like it's just a thing in the back of my mind. Yeah, they are a demon, and they are the type that, like, they're giving Marceline from Adventure Time, but more introverted, if that makes sense. Like, they are not the scary evil type, but more of a cozy teenager. I wouldn't say she's teenager, but she's giving like cozy, stay-at-home teenager in summer vacation type person. If you know what I mean. I don't know what I mean, but I feel like that's a good explanation. Anyway, I come up with her design when I was scrolling through Pinterest, and I saw this person's picture, and I think they have the vibe that I was looking for. And then I just put a horn. I just draw that person on Pinterest, and I put horns on top of that, and I'm like, yep, that's it. That's the character design. As of right now, I still don't have like a name for them. Like, I keep coming up with name for them, and I'm like, okay, this is it. But then I will forget about it, which means it's not a good name. Because that's kind of how I name my characters. Like, I name them, and I'm like, okay, this one sticks. But none of the names I come up with sticks to them right now, and it's frustrating because they're so cute. And also, they have a boyfriend who is a werewolf that I also don't have a name with. So there are now just a couple in my brain that I really cannot write stories for because of the nameless situation. Because it's hard to get attached to them when I don't have names to go off with, if that makes sense. Like, I know it's gonna be like a cozy, stay-at-home type stuff. I would say it's more of a, they are so powerful, but they just don't want trouble coming their way. Like they will help people with whatever their problem is, because they're just kind people. But outside of that, they just don't want to get in trouble. That's kind of like the whole thing. And in that story, our main character will go find them because some tragic things happened. And then, unfortunately, because of how main characters behave and all that stuff, they end up still kind of get dragged into the whole situation and the whole adventure. That's kind of a general story that I want to go for them. But yeah, as you can see here, I know it's very loose, but I just wanted to draw them kind of just looking at whatever person was looking in my sketchbook, which mostly is me, but just looking back, being like, oh, kind of. Yeah, I give them a horn, like a set of horn that's like connected in the top and it's going in like an X shape, because I see those circle horns and I'm just like, because there's a circle, so there have to be an X, because there's an O, so X. I don't know, I just feel like they have to be. So I would imagine that it's kind of linked to their emotions, because it's like in my story, I will say that they are the kid of a really, really powerful demon. And obviously, when thinking about powerful demon, the first thing that come into my mind is fire. So I would say whenever there's like things that it's like triggering their cute aggression, there's gonna be fire coming out of the tip of the horn. And it's also really I was like, oh, I was so smart when I think of this, but like, because there's an X on the head, like the horns, and it's kind of like in the bottom, so I was like, oh, I can draw the fire in a way that make it look like an 8 with the fire and the horn, because this is Sketchbook 8. So I was like, oh, I was so smart. But yeah, I actually am really happy with how it looks. I think my coloring needs improvement, but other than that, I think it looks cute. I'm still figuring out like their eye color, but I'm thinking between purple and red, so I don't know. But yeah, so in my story building, all of the magical creatures that is like born magical, because you can learn magic, but the people who is born magical with magic in their bodies will have markings, on their forehead area. And the idea is that the more simple the marking is, the more powerful this person is with their magic. And I give them 3 dots that forms a triangle, but secretly they only have 1 dot on the forehead, because that's how powerful that they are. Because I like my babies being powerful and in control, because that's how they should be. They should be badass woman character. I keep saying them, but they do go by she, they. I just trying to figure out the she part, if that makes sense. As a person who goes with she, they, sometimes I lean more to the they, them, and sometimes I lean more to the she, they, or sometimes I lean more to the she, her. So it really depends on the mood, and I'm feeling very they, them for them right now. That's why. But yeah, she, they. Yeah. I think for this video, obviously I will also have to make like a sketchbook tour for my last sketchbook, which my last sketchbook is not a sketchbook that I'm really proud of. Like, there's stuff I like in them, but it's just so empty. But yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna get the motivation of making that video, because even this video takes me so long to do. So yeah, I just trying to get motivated. Unfortunately, I don't think like I'm gonna make more videos this year, at least, because surprise, I'm moving again. Like, at most I will make the sketchbook tour, but yeah, I'm moving again for the however much time that I moved this year. I moved from Taiwan to Canada, and inside of Canada I've been moving around a lot because of like all different situations that I just keep getting myself into. And now after a whole year of torturing myself in Canada, this is just not working for me. So I'm moving back home. Hopefully I can actually get myself together and, I don't know, do something good and be independent. That's the thing. But yeah, I'm running out of things to say. I feel like I've been oversharing already. It's already tapped into the oversharing part. Let's talk about my character's boyfriend. If you see earlier when I was sketching, doing like the planning, you will see on the side of that book there is a little head on the side. That's my character's boyfriend. He's a werewolf. He is not born with magic. He's got turned into the werewolf, so he doesn't have the marking. But I would say that they rescued him, and after he got turned into a werewolf, and they kind of got him back to feeling like himself and all that. And obviously, after all that things, he cannot really go back to his family, so they just start living together, and slowly just romantic happens, and now they're the most healthy couple, because I need healthy couples in my life. So they are super healthy. They talk about stuff and they fight, but then they communicate and all that stuff. So they're my ideal version of how relationships should work, which I would talk about more when I eventually make videos about them, like the character design of them too, because I have to, because they're cute. But yeah, that's basically the whole video. I just wanted to quickly make this one and gonna have like a little update with people who haven't seen my video for a long time, which honestly I don't know who will be waiting for my video for half a year and still watch it. So if you are those people, I am very surprised, but also really appreciate it that you are watching. How are you doing? Honestly, I want to know everyone who watched this video who got to this point of hearing me ranting, which is surprising and crazy. How's your life? This year has been a lot and the world is crazy right now, but yeah, I just wish everyone is good, safe, and doing well. Hopefully things are going good for everyone and you have little joys in your life. Share your little joys of the day. If you see a flower and it's super pretty, or I don't know, you kick a rock and it hits someone you hate. Anyway, comment down below, let's have a little chat. I miss you all, I do, and I'm just gonna let the rest of this video play, and I hope to see y'all soon, hopefully. Now that I'm going back to Taiwan, I hopefully will have more time and more motivation to do stuff for a few months, I think, because depends on how things goes. I might have like a gap of time that I can just do whatever, which will make things a lot better for me to just keep making videos. Because anyway, I hope you have a good time, and I really appreciate you watching my videos. I hope to see you soon. Have a great day, and yeah, bye.